Have you ever wondered how they get these beautifully styled beverages with all of the ingredients floating in a glass? I'm going to tell you how to do just that. Hi, I'm Rachel Koronek, professional food photographer, helping you take incredible photos that look good enough to eat. This is part of my food styling series. I'm going to take you behind the scenes to see how I style food for camera. So today we're going to be looking at how we get our beverages to look this beautiful with all the ingredients layered throughout the glass. So first up, we want to be prepared. So I have my glassware, I have my liquid, I have cut up some lemon and strawberries that we're going to be using. You know, let's think if we're going to be making a strawberry lemonade. I'm going to be using clear liquid though, so you can see the effect in the glass. Now I have used local strawberries, so I've gone ahead and cut strawberries like they're really quite small. It's going to help you get more into the glass. What we don't want is those big supermarket strawberries. They're just not going to sit well in the glass. They're going to take up a lot of space. I've also done like half moon lemon slices. I think they'll be really nice. And I've gone ahead and picked a bunch of ice. Now, if you don't have a clear ice cube maker, a little secret is to get ice from the grocery store, gas station, or service station. Oftentimes they have clear ice. So I've gone ahead and grabbed some big pieces, some smaller pieces. They're irregular, so they're going to look quite pretty in the glass. So you want to make sure that you have enough to fill a glass. So there are two secrets when it comes to styling this drink for camera. We want to make sure that we're layering ice and fruit into 3 parts of the glass. And the second is we want the liquid level to be lower than the ice level. So let's go ahead and put this to the test. So firstly, I'm going to go ahead and just put some of the larger cubes in the bottom. And then what we want to do is usually when we're styling, we want to build the front of the glass, the part that's going to be shot in the photo. So I don't need to go ahead and make sure the entire drink looks really good. We just need to make sure the front looks good. So what I'm going to do is just squeeze a few lemon wedges into the bottom of the glass. You want to make sure that the fruit is sitting at the front so we can see all those beautiful details. A lot of the time when it comes to styling a drink, we're really showing the viewer what is in the beverage. So I'm going to start by layering some of those at the bottom. I also think it could be quite nice to add a little strawberry at the front there. Next, we want to go ahead and add more ice. We want to make sure the ingredients stay at the front of the glass. And then I might go ahead and add a lemon slice here. Now I want it to stay in place, so I'm going to go ahead and grab one of the larger cubes that we have and just wedge it up there. I'll just get another strawberry sitting in here as well, but I probably just want to add a little bit more ice at the back of the glass. Okay. I'm just going to keep checking this because I'm trying to show the camera at the same time as styling. Okay, let's pop this in here. I think another lemon wedge would look really good, but again, I'm going to go ahead and grab a little bit more of the ice, and let's go ahead and add something like this. Just going to hold that in place. Now the last part is that we want to make sure that we have enough ice that is going to sit to the top of the glass. Ice obviously melts, so you will have to keep an eye on this on set. But as you can see, we have the ice that is above the rim of the glass. That is really important because we're going to pour our liquid. We want to make sure that we keep the liquid line below the ice and below the top of the glass, so that everything stays in place. So I'm going to pour this just at the back of the glass, and I'm going to pour slowly. We want to make sure that everything stays where it is. So just making sure you go nice and slow. And you'll see the ice is moving. So I'm going to add a little bit more to the top. Pour a little bit more in. Make sure that the liquid line is below the ice line, and you'll see that everything stayed perfectly in place. And those are the two secrets to making sure that you have this beautiful beverage with all of the ingredients showing at the front just how you plan to style it. Now, one thing that a lot of us do is we put ice in the glass, maybe without thinking, and then we think maybe let's put in some of the fruit here. We take time in putting it in place. Okay, let's do another slice here so we can see. And I'll do like a couple strawberries here. And then we might sort of think, okay, that looks good, and leave it at that. Now, what a lot of us do before we know about this is we go ahead and layer it about 3/4 of the way up. We start pouring our water in. To the top, and you see all of the ingredients floats up. And it undoes all that hard work that we did, and it doesn't look as nice for camera. So if you want your beverage to look beautiful with all the ingredients just as you placed it for the camera, you want to make sure that you are layering fruit and ice in 3 parts of the glass. And then you want to make sure that the liquid level is lower than the ice level. That's going to show that everything stays in place and doesn't move like we had over here. Summer is the perfect time to experiment with these tips and shoot some beverages for your portfolio. So if this was helpful, let me know in the comments below. If you want to learn more with me about food photography, just head to courses@truelovestudio.com.